Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and for today's video I am going to be doing my 2020 reading and booktube goals. So I'm gonna break this up into two parts. So the first part is going to be reading and then the second part of the video is going to be my booktube goals. So if you have no interest in seeing that, then you can click off halfway through the video. I'm really excited for 2020. I think it's going to be a good year reading and booktube wise and just in general. I've started off really strong and I'm hoping that that will be a continuous theme. So let's get started with my goals. I know this video is late, but I still wanted to make it anyway so that I could kind of go back and reflect. Plus I want to do the beginning of the year videos. Alright, starting with my reading goals, my first one is my reading challenge, which is to read 70 books. So last year my goal was to read 80 books and I surpassed that by reading 83, which I am so proud of myself. That is the most I have ever read in a year. But as I've said in a couple previous videos, I want to set it a little bit lower so that I have time to read some of the bigger books that are on my TBR that kind of intimidate me and I steer clear from so that I can meet my goal, because I don't want that thing that says you're so many books behind schedule. Like, that stresses me out immensely and I feel like I have to read as much as I can to like correct it and be on track or at least ahead. No, be ahead or at least on track. So my goal for the year is to definitely kind of give myself more time to prioritize those bigger books. So yes, I'm going to be probably reading less books quality-wise, or not quality-wise, oh I hope not, quantity-wise less books, but probably page number will be around the same and the length is going to be immensely longer because I have the time to do it. So that's kind of my goal. When I say that, my main thing is like Priory of the Orange Tree and other bigger adult fantasy books that I have just neglected because I don't want to be behind. The next one kind of goes along with that, and that is read more fantasy, specifically adult fantasy. Again, I haven't done that because they're super long generally and I don't want to fall behind, but I do really want to delve into the adult fantasy genre. I don't think I've really ever read anything that was adult fantasy. Nothing comes to mind, but people generally love it if they love fantasy, and so I'm excited to experiment with that. I have a few, not as big as this selection, but I do have some that have been highly recommended on BookTube that I am excited to try out and hopefully love. So I'm really excited about that one. Another one is to read more manga and hopefully complete or at least catch up with one manga series. So right now, the only manga that I have read is the Waiting for Spring volumes 1 through 6, and I have really enjoyed those and I like that reading format and I want to prioritize it more because I do really like it. I just don't gravitate towards it generally, and so I want to hopefully catch up with that series and just try other series because I haven't read anything outside that and I really want to change that and kind of diversify my manga experience by reading more than one series. Outside of completing one manga series, I also want to complete 3 series or again catch up with the series, and I want to do that with 3 of them outside of graphic novels and manga. So novels, whether it be a duology, whether it be novella series, whether it be a trilogy or a 7-book series, whatever the case is, I want to be caught up with at least 3 series because that is something that I really neglect doing, again, is completing series. I'm super bad at that, and so I really want to again make that a priority for the year because I don't know why I do it. It doesn't make any sense. The next 2 kind of go hand in hand with each other. So the first one is annotate at least half of the books that I read. I think that annotating is a really great way to help with my reading comprehension and remember everything. And the second goal is to write more Goodreads reviews so that when I sit down to film a video, I have already written it a couple different times and I can do my wrap-ups a little bit easier, and I've already organized my thoughts one time, so hopefully I can be more concise. But yeah, I really want to do that just kind of for me. Plus, I want to be able to go back and look at my annotations. I think that is really fun, and I've definitely done that with a few of the books that I have annotated in the past, and I regret not doing it more. So that is something that I am definitely going to prioritize this year. Another thing that I want to prioritize this year is rereads. I don't really do rereads just because there are so many new releases and even backlist titles that I haven't gotten to that I feel like I need to play catch up because everybody else has read them and I want to be able to read them too and understand. But I want to also be able to revisit some of my old favorites and see if I still feel the same about them and maybe do a book review for them. And I don't know, like I loved them for a reason at one point, and I have already done this in January. I did this a little bit, and I loved it, and so I definitely want to do that this year. Make time for rereads, annotate them, do a book review for them, because they obviously mean a lot to me, at least favorite books do. So yeah, I want to reread some of my favorites and just reread books in general because I miss those worlds. The next one is to read sci-fi because I don't think I read a single sci-fi book last year. I don't think I read one. Okay, I read Semiosis. I read Into the Drowning Deep and the novella for that. Other than that, I don't think that I read any. And Into the Drowning Deep and that novella are also considered horror. Bless me. Side note, is that weird to say? Is bless me weird to say? Because I grew up saying it like, you know, when you burp or something and you say excuse me, I say bless me the same way that I say that. But one time I said bless me in front of my friends before they could say bless you, and they thought that I was like being a brat. Please let me know if that's normal. Because I don't do it to be rude, I'm doing it to be polite, but people do not take it that way. Anyway, reading sci-fi because I read little to none of that last year, and there are definitely some books that I'm super excited to read that are in the sci-fi genre, and I just haven't picked them up, and so I want to make that a priority. Please nobody count how many times I've said priority in this video. It's probably embarrassing. The last reading goal that I have written down is to read the Shadowhunter Chronicles because that has been something that I've been meaning to do since my sophomore year of high school, and I just haven't. And so many people love it, and Chain of Gold is coming out this year, and I just want to be caught up with everything by the end of the year. That's my goal. It's an ambitious one, but I think I can do it. Plus, if I read the Shadowhunter Chronicles, that takes out like half of the reading that I have to do for the year. How many Shadowhunter books are there? 16 or 17? Holy crap, Cassandra Clare has been busy. Moving on to my BookTube goals. So if you have no interest in this, then you can just click off. I will not be offended. But I personally think that this is interesting and didn't know if you guys would want to know. So I don't have nearly as many of these just because this isn't something that I can control completely. Some of them anyway, some of it is. So the first one is super ambitious and I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Last year I grew my channel a lot and it was amazing. Thank you all for that. But by the end of the year I had 400 subscribers. I had a little over. And in January I hit 500 and that has just been insane to me. I have been loving growing my channel, but this year I would absolutely adore it if I could get to 1,000. I'm nervous putting this one on here because like I said, it's out of my control, but I definitely think that it's possible. I'm hoping anyway. But that is my goal. To have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year would be just a dream come true, to be honest. The next ones are ones that I can control, so that one was just like the only one that was kind of like out of reach for me, or out of my control, I should say. and they are to do more weekly reading vlogs because those are videos that you guys love and I love making. They're super simple. I feel super connected to you guys when I do them, and all of your comments on them are always so nice, and we have like so much more to talk about, I feel like, than when I do a sit-down video. Not that I don't love doing sit-down videos, I do, but I just feel like they're more personal. I don't know, you guys get to see more of my life, you get to see what my days look like, when I'm having good days, when I'm having bad days, and I get to talk to you and it feels really therapeutic. I don't know. I just feel the most connected to you guys when I do my weekly reading vlogs, and that is an absolutely amazing feeling. Plus, they're super fun videos to make. There's not a ton of pressure. I can come on without makeup and feel totally comfortable. Not that I feel uncomfortable, but like I feel like I have to look professional when I do sit down videos for whatever reason, or at least have makeup on and look decent here. But like in my weekly reading vlogs, I am just a mess all the time, which, you know, if you watch them, it's a hot mess. But I don't know, it just feels like a good time, and so I want to do at least hopefully 2 of them a month, or weekend reading vlogs, which I don't prefer just because it's a shorter time frame and I feel like a lot more pressure, but I do want to do more reading vlogs. Another thing that is kind of a reading goal and also a BookTube goal that I didn't have written down but I just kind of thought of is to do a 24-hour readathon. I have never successfully done one of these, but I want to do a 24-hour readathon this year and film it. I think that those are super fun videos to watch. Love watching 24-hour reading vlogs. They're some of my favorite reading vlogs ever, and so I want to make one because I like watching them, so it would make sense. But yeah, I really want to do one. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I really want to do one. The next goal is to do more reviews and book talks. I only did 2 last year, and those are videos that I find are super out of my comfort zone just because I feel like I am stupid, and so I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea if I'm doing it right, and I don't like to be bad at things, and I feel like I am bad at it. Like, I feel like I have no right to, like, review a book. Like, what do I know? What do I know about anything? Nothing. I'm dumb. Like, that's how I feel. I don't know, like, sometimes when I do wrap-ups, I'm like, who even cares what I have to say about this? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because when I compare myself to, like, other booktubers, they always seem to know what they're talking about, and they, like, are really self-assured in everything that they're saying, and I'm like, how did you, like, come up with that sentence? Because that's not something I would have ever put together. Like, that wouldn't have worked in my head. I don't know how, like, they're magic. And I want to be able to get more comfortable reviewing books and definitely do more book talks because I like gushing over books. I think it's fun. So let me know if you want me to do that one. If you don't, I'll scrap it because I am super uncomfortable with it, but that is kind of the whole thing with setting goals, is doing something that is a challenge for yourself. So that's why it's on here. I'm nervous about it though. The next one is to do more creative and like fun videos, whether those be tag videos. I was pretty good about this last year in the beginning of the year, but it kind of dwindled throughout the rest of the year, and I really like making creative videos, and so I want to carve out time to plan for those videos, and I think that they could be really fun. Obviously, I wrote fun down. But yeah, I just want to be more creative and do things that are more outside of the stereotypical videos on BookTube, like reading vlogs, TBRs, wrap-ups. What else do I do? Do I do anything else? Oh my god, I don't. Oh, book hauls. Obviously, my shopping addiction. Yeah, I don't really do much of anything else. Yikes. Yeah, so I need to branch out a little bit. Not that I don't enjoy doing those videos, because they are staple videos on BookTube for a reason. I personally love them. I love watching them. I love filming them. And I just want to get a little bit more creative and do things that I haven't really seen, or I have seen and it's not super popular, and just do it because I want to do it. That's what it is. That's what I'm gonna do it this year. We're gonna get it. And then the next one is just kind of a personal one for me, and well, they're all personal, but it's more like you guys probably won't see it, but that's comment more on other people's videos. I'm pretty good, I think, about commenting back to you guys and interacting with you guys. At least I try to be, because you guys are the reason that I'm here. Like, I mean, I'm here because I want to be, but like, you guys keep me motivated and warm my heart. So I don't know, I just want to comment more on other videos because I'm super bad at that. I typically watch them and I'm like, oh, this was really good, and I like it, and then I go on to the next video. I don't give feedback, but I love getting feedback, so I used to be better about doing that too. I need to just like get better at BookTube. That is really what it is. Anyway, those were all of my goals for 2020, both reading and BookTube. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know that this video was probably a mess, just like all of my other ones. I hope that you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I hope that you're all doing well, reading mentally and otherwise, and I really hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!